The Egyptian Vulture. Oh, the Egyptian Vulture. It was recently moved to tier 5, and now upon getting a knockout, it will trigger the nearest faint pet behind it. So when the patch dropped, as you'll be seeing behind you, the pioneer of some Egyptian Vulture shenanigans was Wombat, and what he was doing was putting a chocolate cake on it at the front, a tiger behind it, and then whatever he had in 3rd position or 4th position, it was fainting away going crazy. So this variant was with a Wombat, it was very funny. He also was doing it with Lionfish, it was really strong. So, I got to thinking, how can I use an Egyptian Vulture and a chocolate cake but in a different way? And I really thought I was cooking, I gotta be honest, I thought I was cooking with this build, I thought I was a genius. And it took me about 4 days to get it, of a lot of grinding, and it turns out to be not that impressive. That said, I want to bring it to you, it's a fun run, and let's jump in. Okay, here is my face, and here is the run. So, I really genuinely believed that I had cooked up something genius. And then it turns out to be mildly interesting. And that's about the best we can get. And it took me so long, and I'll get into the nitty gritty later about exactly how the synergy works and why it isn't that good. But basically, look, when Wombat was running these teams earlier on, it was the first few days, and like if you watch Grounded Sap, you'll know that the player pool isn't that strong. So you can sort of get away with stuff you wouldn't otherwise. But nowadays, man, like the primary reason this doesn't work, or this took so long, is because it's just Snipe City, dude. Like, and I feel like a lot of players are using weakness. So like really synergy-based teams, I feel like that they've never been harder to run. And if you're someone that's been grinding for like funky kind of builds, you'd be very aware of this. As like, you can probably, it's like a lot of the subtext of Grounded Sap's videos is his frustration at the state of Arena. But look, man, like people have figured out what's strong and they're gonna abuse it. So what am I doing here? I'm looking for, basically, can I pause here? My strategy was to enter turn 4 with a whole bunch of like cell pets and rice, because I need Weasel. But in this run, I take a different approach and I choose to go Spider level up. We've lost 2 health very quickly, but we do manage to win this. And you'll see what happens. We obviously want to level up Spider and Pillet. And you'd think, you've probably seen the thumbnail, Seagull is involved in the build, but we don't want to worry about it until later. We don't really need a leveled up Seagull. Here's the pill, what do we get? Now you think, Flycatcher, it's not the synergy I was looking for, but you're about to see this Flycatcher go absolutely insane. Sicko strats. It's a good unit, man. Like, if people aren't sniping heavy, they're summoning heavy. Especially like mid-game. I feel like a lot of the snipers get online links and up. So summons pop early. And thankfully, we're maintaining health right here. So we need to hit a massive pivot later, by the way. So any health we're preserving at the moment is good. Triple Pug, we say no. And avocados are really good. If you watch Sag's recent video, he's talking about how avocados on even rounds are like, if you could, you'd just buy nothing but avocados on even rounds. You ready to see our Flycatcher go crazy? Every time they summon something, bang, 6 damage. Bang, bang, bang. Just wiping their team. Beautiful. And we're starting to cook. We've maintained our 3 health, which is really big. Again, there's Seagull, which we need. We don't want it. We do need Egyptian Vulture. Do you take Monkey for scaling and come back for it? No, you take the Egyptian Vulture. You know what's funny is I had like 4 days worth of attempts, and this was literally the first one that I ran Skunk. So, you know, you think about it and you think, you know, that makes sense, Rev. that makes a lot of sense. That you used the Skunk S tier unit and you actually won. I know, but you'll see later why I was looking for other stuff. Okay, so now let's rewind. We finally get the Egyptian Vulture. So every time it gets a knockout, it's going to trigger the Weasel. So the Weasel is level 2, getting 2 gold and a faint. That's 2 gold for free. That's 2 gold for free. And the Weasel dies here, luckily. So we just earned 6 gold that turn. Is this inherently a good synergy? Egyptian Vulture Weasel. Not really. But it's fun. Here we go. We take our level. What do we get? I believe it's monkey. It's not. It's not. And these are good units, but I'm going to turn them down because I need some tier 6 oomph to come in, and you'll see that. You'll see that later. By the way, I should probably go a bit faster here. My bad, my bad. Hey, look, we can all just sit back and enjoy a Super Auto Pets run, right? What's the rush, man? So our Vulture's building up, but it's not that strong. God, you wish we had our Flycatcher, eh? There's some gold. This, you know what's funny is that I'm recording this about 22 hours after my Poison Dart Frog video went live. So I'm claiming that WhoFan got this build from me. Am I allowed to claim that? Alright, turn 9. Monkey. Nice. Now, Stego could help you, but it's not what I'm looking for. Level Monkey. Tiger is definitely something that could be in the build, but it's not what we're looking for. How about a triple crow? Now we're building. By the way, it's worth mentioning, we are so weak for turn 9. Anything with abilities is going to kick our butt. Luckily, we get really fortunate here. I think we lose that if the ant luck is different for him. We maintain 2 health. And let me pause. The reason that this fell short so many times is you need to hit this massive pivot. And the only 2 units you're generally keeping with it, or I was keeping, was the Vulture and the Weasel. And it's really hard to stat them up massively, and then you pivot, and other teams just have snipers and you just get crushed. However, this time we kept Skunk, it made a difference. Now, I want Sabertooth. And I'm going to take Sabertooth. And now I need scaling. So, we don't get what we want. We keep building. Sorry, the speed went slow again. We level. Don't want Dragon. We're turning down so much good stuff. I was actually using T-Rex a lot during this, but you'll see what I settle for. Skunk makes a difference. Egyptian Vulture gets 2 kills. Now this is level 3. And God, I wish they killed my Weasel here. I would have ended with 19 gold. Instead, I get 16. Let's keep building. No, there it is. So, like, I was actually making a conscious effort to not use the Elephant Seal, because everyone knows that it's overpowered. But look, dude, like, when you're grinding for 4 days, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Skunk goes crazy. That's 1 kill for the Weasel. That's 2 kills for the Weasel. That's another. So now we got 19 gold from that round. And we win, and I'm like... I was on the toilet, by the way, and I was like, man, this could be it. However, we need to hit a big pivot again. We need to pivot again before the run's done to get my synergy online. So we just take stats in the meantime. Chocolate doesn't interest us. That don't impress us much. No, no, no. And now we've got some stats to play with. But we need to hit our pivot. This team is not strong, by the way. I was really blessed to verse this guy. We get all of our gold. That's 19 gold, I believe. It is. We keep taking stats, and we're heading to the point. The first thing we needed was a 1-up on the Vulture. And that'll make sense soon. I need a Seagull, and now I need to find chocolate cake in shop. Why does this suck so much with an elephant seal? Because I can't just be buying perks, man. I need to find chocolate cake. Because I can't do this on the final round. As I choose to take 1-ups here. Just to make sure I'm strong enough. I can't do this on the final round, or we'll never... The fruits of our labor will never pay out. And yet somehow we're on the last round. So I'm thinking, like, we're not actually going to see it come to fruition. The only way that it works is if we draw. So we really need to draw. Okay, we're rolling for nothing but chocolate cake in shop. It is in our pack. Rolly, rolly, roll, roll. Where's my cake? It's like me looking in the fridge at 3 a.m. looking for something to eat. Where's the chocolate cake? We get it on the last roll. Okay, let's put it on there and let's talk through how this is going to work. In fact, we'll do it in the battle. It's so not good, but it is so good at the same time. The Egyptian Vulture is going to get knockouts, right? And any kills it gets triggers the Weasel, the closest faint pet behind. Then it's going to come back as a 1-1. The Seagull will give it chocolate cake, which will level it up to level 3 and instantly make it kill itself. Which for some reason, chocolate cake triggers, it counts as a knockout. So the Weasel will get up to 2 kills from this, triggered, bang bang. Then the Egyptian Vulture comes back, it gets cake. Let's go slow. Let's pay attention, let's do the math. Good job, Skunk. There we go. Triggers the Weasel, that's 3 gold. It comes back, gets chocolate cake, kills itself. Triggers the Weasel, that's 3 gold. Weasel dies, that's 3 gold. Comes back, that's 3 gold. So that was the whole point of this synergy. But we're not going to see it, right? Unless we draw. Seagull kills itself. Let's get to trading. Yuck, yuck, yuck. He gets his trumpet. I kill his saber tooth. He kills my saber tooth. But I've got a 1-up. There's another saber tooth. There's a trade. Can you see what's going to happen? It's so crazy. I needed a draw to get the fruits of my labor, and I got it. So let's get back to the shop and let's recap. It was all for this moment to get 22 gold. But in order to get to this moment, you need to have enough lives to pivot heavy in the late game into scaling for your team. Then you need to pivot out of your scaler and get a Seagull with chocolate cake. Just to get 1 chocolate cake thrown onto a 1-upped Vulture, which will give you 1 single extra Weasel trigger. I thought I was cooking, dude. It's trash. It's unique. You gotta give me credit for that. And it sucks, and now you gotta win. So what do? I actually decide, since I've got 22 gold, what if I try to level up the Seagull? Both of these front 2 units have 1-up. Their 1-ups can come back and receive a stake. You could even do 1-up Sabertooth and I don't even know. Anyway, we get the level. Now the Seagull will give 2 stakes. It's now semi-functional in battle. Turn 15 though, how do we go? Versus a Lionfish Leopard team. And level 3 Skunk. Scary, right? Let's keep it in grounded tap speed for this one. There's a knockout. We just look at the health on our back units, dude. Yeah, get a steak, my boy. Bang. Here comes the Weasel. Take a steak, my brother. It does a whopping 1 damage. And we actually get the win. So, in summary, is Seagull and chocolate cake onto an Egyptian Vulture with a 1-up worth it? Absolutely not under any circumstances. But was it a unique build you may have never seen before? I think it probably was.